Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Mecca Media Morning Show. I am your brother Hiram Hakeem. And once again, I'm in a building. Speaking about the building, as you can see, I got one of the most intelligent, beautiful, gorgeous, hardworking,
that's right,
black goddesses in Akron, Ohio. We call it Black in Ohio, where we're from.
That's right.
Tell that one person over there on the east side who don't know who you are, tell them your name.
I'm Stephanie Singleton. I am the love ambassador right here, wedding officiant, right here in Akron, Ohio. So yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get
love official.
I like that.
Yes.
Look, that's why you got love on your hat. And love on, that means you got love on the brain. Well, let's just talk about it. Let's educate the community, man. First off, you have, I'm gonna get the card right here. Yeah. You have what they call a drive-through wedding. Now listen, when we think about weddings here in the Western Hemisphere, okay, we think about a big gala, big extravaganza, money upon money, dollars upon dollars. Brides are going crazy. They calling them bridezillas and all of this stuff. You got the answer and the remedy to that. You got something that's incredible to that. The way of spending all that money, all that time, all that stress and everything are now a thing of the past when it comes to what you do. You got something that is perfect. It's a hand size full of love, fit with love from the Love Doctor.
That's right.
Tell them about how you marry people, man.
Yeah. So this concept of the drive-through weddings, actually it was birthed out of our micro weddings, okay? And that came about from Las Vegas, my experience of being a wedding officiant in Las Vegas. So when again, me relocating myself back to Akron, brought that whole concept here, and that was the phenomenon right before the COVID, before the pandemic happened. Remember that?
Word.
And business got shut down. And okay, so here's the thing. I started the business with just an idea, hoping with hope and faith, right? That it would actually work, right? Because we are conformed to know that big weddings. Well, then during the time of between March and June, when life starts to evolve for businesses, where a lot of businesses shut down, I opened up. So it was a bittersweet situation because remember, now think about what was the social distancing guideline number? It was 10.
You couldn't
I had a business. I had opened a storefront in Talmadge, Ohio called A Princess for a Day. Everybody know about that. That's our ground zero in Talmadge. It only accommodated only 10 seats. That seemed like craziness when people saw that I was going to open a business like that in February 2020. Right? So when June came about, the social distance guideline was put in place for 10. That was so all these bigger venues shut down. We had people who were scrambling, needing to get married and looking for an officiant. I was hidden behind a building, Delaney's in Talmadge. They found me because again, I offered what was needed at that time. That put me on the map. And again, it started to evolve, right? So then micro weddings was happening. Now I'm getting people, and I'm giving them everything they want. Remember you said they don't have to spend thousands of dollars and, breaking the bank, trying to feed people so they can witness them saying, I do, right?
Come on now.
So one great thing about this technology that came about, so when couples realize, well, I can have a full wedding on a smaller scale, the full experience on a smaller scale, 10 times less than the fractions that they would pay for a larger one. This makes sense. And I can bring in a video camera now because Facebook, FaceTime, streaming and zooming. So the people who they didn't want to come or didn't have to come, they can zoom in those extra additional people and not have to pay. So that was a phenomenon.
From all over the country too.
Anywhere around the world. They don't have to travel, get airplane tickets to be there at the wedding. They are there. They just pop on a nice top and shirt and just smile in front of in presence. We're here. Right. And I might come in there, welcome family.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
so it's been a phenomenal time. But however, now the idea, I didn't introduce the drive-through till I continued to get calls saying, we don't want that either. I'm thinking, what? You got to say I know. Right. So they said, no, we just want you to sign the paper because only require signatures on a document in Ohio as a witness would be your officiant, your pastor, your clergy, right? Right. So I'm thinking like, I can't just go sign your paper. But then I thought about it. I'm a notary as well, right?
Come on, make
it happen. This is a notary situation, right? We're doing business. This had nothing to do with the marriage, not spiritual, their spiritual background. We're talking about what's required by the government to have this joint binding agreement. They need to sign it. It's very similar to like any other document where they have to say, they have to take an oath agreeing that this is who they are. They're agreeing that they're signing this binding agreement. That's what the document is about, right? They don't need rights to do that.
Come on now.
You don't need all the rings. It's just symbolic. It is, it just has a symbolic meaning behind it. But this right here, love doesn't stand in court. You need the paperwork, right?
Say that one more time.
I'm telling you, love does not stand in court, right? So when people saying, you know, thinking this is a gimmick situation. No, this is a business situation at this moment, right? So anyway, the drive-through weddings start to happen when I start getting those calls that saying, you know, we don't want all this. And when I start to sit back and remember my time and experience, and there was a drive-through wedding happening. It was a legalized ceremony. It didn't require any people to come around watching. It's an elopement. It's elopement in an intimate environment, right? Okay. That's all it really is, right? So those couples saying, because I got to get her on my medical insurance, or I got to, you know, we trying to buy this house, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, that makes sense. It's like a notary. So I implemented a concept that was already, I'm duplicating the concept that was already made from Las Vegas. So I don't want to feel like the creator, but I am the founder of transitioning here to Akron, Ohio. Man. It has been one of the most popular and demanding ceremonies that I have done with all the other weddings. And I am an officiant. I've traveled around to larger venues and did big weddings, so I can do all of that. But this right here, this allows people to plan for those moments later, you know, if they choose to. This doesn't eliminate saying, don't have a big wedding, but don't stress yourself about doing it right now. Let's take care of this stuff now to get your family in place, get your life in place. People are getting their wheels and all that other stuff.
Let's get legit.
Yeah, let's get this. This is the person I'm ready to build a business with. So we're going to take care of the business stuff.
Business of what? Yeah, love, right?
Right? We're going to
family business.
Your family business, legacy. Right. They're putting this stuff together so that if there's some medical situations that need to happen during the transition, we don't know if we're going to make it to next year when we're planning the wedding out, right?
Come on.
So they want to get like, let's get this stuff in place. We got a child on the way. We didn't do it the way that society will say you're supposed to have it by getting married first. They've lived together. A lot of couples I have married have been together for many, many years. That's the love. That's the spiritual side. They've already married, right?
They just ain't official.
They're not legal.
They didn't sign on that dotted line. So let me get this. So you're saying that in a time where times are hard, people got some real mature decisions to make about their capital, about their income and stuff like that. Why rush the big extravaganza style wedding when we got somebody that walk like us, talk like us, vibe like us, swag like us, that can translate, or should I say transmit that experience in something this small, but it's big, it's still a bang. That's dope, man. Yeah. So let me pretend like I'm 5 years old. Let me know how it goes. Kind of break it down.
Well, let me say, you said a key word, because I don't want that to be like, this is, even though it's very feasible, it's only $50. I will say that.
Okay.
Yeah, for a drive-through. Right. This is just the legal paperwork, notary ceremony. It's not just for people who having it hard, okay? These are people who got it right. Like, if you know people who really millionaires that have money, they don't wear their money. You don't see their money. They spend their money differently. So they might invest in a different way than, I ain't gonna say the average, but a lot of people would choose to invest their money.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
Like you said,
I don't know how to, you can word that better for me.
You said it when we was off the camera.
Because I hold this card specifically because if anyone see me branding this logo with the logo is my couple, an actual couple that I have married. This was one of my first couples who have experienced a drive-through. One of them have experienced a drive-through wedding. This couple went to Italy.
Come on now.
They traveled to Italy and went and had a phenomenal wedding. It sold me all the pictures by the lake and had a photographer hide all of it, right? But what they did was they didn't have to deal with the paperwork there, logistics and all that. They didn't have to deal with that. So what they used me. I hate to use that word, but they used me.
I feel you.
So they came home, had the little sporty outfit on. They thought this was fun because they can just go to the simplistic, go into the courthouse that same day, because I do same day. They went to the courthouse. I met them right outside the steps pretty much. They came to my location, which is maybe a blocks away from the courthouse, right in their car, and they just gave me the whole, I gave them the experience. They gave me some pictures back.
Hey, listen, man, we're going to take a little pause for the call.
Okay. A
little break to make us straight. And when we come back, we're going to talk to you about love, since you're the love doctor. Listen, we're going to take a little break, y'all.
All right. Hi, my name is Stephanie Singleton. I'm a licensed wedding officiant right here in Akron, Ohio. I offer the first and only drive-through wedding ceremonies here in Akron, Ohio, where couples come from all over parts of Ohio to make their love official. Now, let me tell you a little bit more about our drive-through ceremonies. Now, it's not the full wedding. It's not vows or rings. It's something where couples need to make joint decisions now and plan a wedding for a later date. I have many couples who come to Akron who need to make joint decisions because they want to buy their home, or they want to make medical decisions, or they're in the military. There's so many reasons why the couples use our drive-through ceremonies. So if you're interested in learning more, I want you to visit my website at www.drivethroughweddings.info.
I love it. So explain to me what love is.
Right. Love is, as I explained in a previous conversation, love is you. Love is us. We are products of love. We come from the creator of love. So we have to have our own definition. We defined our own love in a nutshell. And I associate, so how I know what educated me, I'll say that, to know what love was when I probably wasn't taught the way society or my parents, or, you know, their perspective of love. How I learned what love was when I associated with anything that's related to good. And anything I knew that was related to good, I knew from my spiritual background to understand God is good. So that good, I always look for good in everything, whether it's something, a people, place, or a thing.
Come on now.
And I associate myself, I'm pulled and I'm drawn and magnetic to that thing, that's anything that's associated with good. And that helps me to understand that's love. And when it no longer feels good, tastes good, you know what I'm saying, looks good, love is removed. I mean, there's no more love. It's unfortunate, that's unfortunate. That is the only assignment that we have on this earth, and it's the hardest one. I always try to thrive for it. I wear it every day to remind me of what I'm supposed to be, the principles of love. And that's when I come from the perspective of learning that love is patient, is kind, is not jealous, and it doesn't brag.
And it don't get puffed up. That's that Corinthian love.
Yeah. It's really deep. So, you know, you'll know the whole written word just by knowing that one word, love, you know, because everybody's challenged with it every day. You ask me about having stresses and stuff like that. Right. Yeah, because you always get attacked. Your love is going to always be attacked. And it's important because, like I said, we all are products of love. That's that's really your name before you got this earthly name, love, right? And somebody tap this on you, or they'll tap emotion on you, and it's get tampered with all the time. Once you got smacked on the button, you come out your mama's womb, love is tampered with. And that's when all these other feelings and perspectives of everything try to navigate. No, love is this, love is that. It's associated with good. I guarantee you, it's facts.
Let's talk about the business one more time.
Okay.
Let them know both of the options, and before we get out of here, one more time.
Okay.
What's the name of the business? And
Yeah. We are Boutique Micro Wedding Venues located in the Boutique Hotel in downtown Akron, 1 South Main Street, Akron, Ohio, 44308. For micro weddings there, we accommodate up to 15 guests. And then we have the drive-through weddings here, one of our most popular ceremonies. Now, you do not have to stay in the car. If it's a beautiful day, we know how Ohio is. If you choose, you're not dressed, you don't feel well, you can stay in the car. If not, we have a beautiful location that I meet my couples at. Step outside the car, we can have a full intimate elopement experience. So visit my website at www.blue, and I will say, I'm gonna give you another website, www.drivethroughweddingsinfo.com. No, it's not, www.drivethroughweddings.info.
Listen, man, for the lovely Stephanie, you got Singleton in your last name?
That is who I am. Stephanie D. Singleton.
What's the D stand for, Dan?
Janine.
Janine? Okay.
I always thought that.
I'm Hiram D. Akeem.
Yeah, and I respect that. I know a lot of people name Stephanie Singleton when I did a Google research. And everything I see here can be Google research. But when I Googled, I seen Stephanie, I said, we want no miscommunications, no misidentifications. So D is always.
You put your DNA.
D, yeah. It's mine. A lot of people don't use it. Your middle name?
Well, hey.
I'm paying for it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay. Hey, listen, for the Reporter newspaper and AkronHipHop.com, I'm your brother Hiram Akeem. Y'all better have some fun and get something done, y'all. Peace.
I'm at the Reporter newspaper, located at 1035 Rosemary Boulevard, here in Akron, Ohio. If you haven't gotten your yearly subscription, now is the time to do it. They have been in business for over 50 years, telling our stories in the way that they need to be told by us, through us, and for us. Make sure you subscribe to the Reporter newspaper.